Hello and welcome to NFT Decree. I'm Barry and today we're going to go over some deck tech for Dark Country. So I realised I did a whole bunch of AG decks where you could play the neutrals out of them, but I've not really looked, or at least I don't think I've put much out on the other factions. So we'll look at one of them just now, and I'll probably put out a couple of videos on some of these other decks as well. Like all of these are pretty fine. Obviously there's not a lot of new cards, or there's not any new cards come out yet, but with land openings tomorrow, vampire cards will be out, but they'll probably not be implemented in the game, so let's try and keep things alive with some other sort of deck tech for people to talk about. So deck here is Repeat Fire, and the way that Repeat Fire wins, in addition to having a whole bunch of just okay cards or good cards, is through the cannon. So this deck wants to trigger the cannon ability as often as possible. So let's look at cannon. It's 5 cost, 5/5, already pretty good, but then deals 5 damage to 2 random enemies. So also does 10 damage on the turn it comes down. Now random enemies can include your opponent's creatures, but can also include your opponent's hero. So you're not always going to get a board wipe from it if they've got a couple of things there, so you have to be aware of that when you want to try and keep it alive. So we're going to abuse that cannon is probably the most powerful card in the game, definitely for its cost, and try to trigger it as often as possible. So to that end we've got 3 wolves. If you remember, wolves trigger another creature's deploy ability, so every time you play a wolf then you can get another 10 damage down. If that's not good enough, then we've also got Granny. Granny will let you return a friendly creature back to your hand, so that's the cannon if you need to protect it, or the wolf if you want to get if you want to play it again on that turn to make it cheaper, because obviously Granny playing wolf is only 7, whereas Granny playing cannon is 9. And always don't forget to swing before you pick things up with Granny. Then we also have out of the Rangers the Bartender, and the Bartender can generates a random beverage. It's either +1 attack, +1 health, or return a card to hand, and that's free. So you can play that for 0 and pick the cannon back up. Again, just protects it where it is. Everything else is designed around really protecting that cannon and being able to fire it off as often as possible. So we have 3 barrels. These are your 1-drop plays. The Fortify ability just keeps things alive. Even if you don't get it in your opening, you don't have to play it turn 1. You can keep that as a second Fortify later on in life, or a protective Fortify later on. Axe Gun, you need Axe Gun to really take out Owl Bears. So if you play a Bartender, they play an Owl Bear, you drop an Axe Gun on your Bartender and swing with it. Makes it an even bigger target, being an 8/4, but it is something they then have to deal with. Fanatics, Mute 1 and Frenzy, we've seen. Offering for card draw. Banshee to kill anything that's damaged, maybe your cannon doesn't get it off. Then we've got some additional buffs. So Sheriff's Gun, 4/2. I mean, for 5, you can get a lot of better things, right? I mean, 5's a cannon. Getting a 4/2 on something versus a cannon is, is night and day. But you sometimes just need things to stay alive a little longer. And that kind of does it. Then we've got Gatling teams, so a couple of Gatling teams. If you can get this out and keep it alive, then it can do a lot of work for you, particularly against low health targets. But again, you can't choose what this hits. So 2 damage to random enemy, could be an enemy creature, could be their hero. We've also got thrown in a one-off Cowboy. Cowboy's not good enough for his cost. Like, he may pull out an Axe Gun or something and stay alive for a turn, but really he's not that good, is the the only way of phrasing that. But he does become a high priority target when he comes out, because at worst he'll be if he gets the Sheriff's Gun, at worst he is a 6/5 for 6. A little bit of deck thinning, not really worth it. Easy Riders, these are the core of your decks once you've got cannon kind of in play, because this is how you keep your cannon alive, and also how you trigger your Gatling teams, because you're quite happy for this to die, because when that dies it spawns 2 barrels. They also fortify, have to be attacked, and it gets you three kills. If you've got a Gatling team down, you know that's 6 damage by the time they've got through this. If you've got 2 Gatling team downs, that's 12 damage by the time they've got through this, all for kind of the same price there. Then we round out the decks with Butcher. Butcher is just tricky to deal with. Even if it gets muted, it's still a big 15 body, and if you can get Burning Colts on it, which is another one-off, you can do a board wipe with a Butcher and Burning Colts. But even if you just get a Sheriff's Gun on it, you've got a 5/17 that gets stronger every time it gets hit. And then we round that out with Owl Bears, because they're just too good for their costs, right? So let's see how this works in practice. It's not a bad deck by any stretch of the imagination, but this only really works in a non-Ancestral Guard meta, because Ancestral Guard will just wipe out your board without too much difficulty. So let's see if we can get a game. This might not be working, which is a pain. Doesn't seem to be working, does it? So I will push this button that does nothing. Not fooling anyone. Can I concede? The answer is no. So we will have to log back in. And hope it doesn't just do it again. Let's fire it up. Throw in username. Throw in password. One day it'll remember your username and password. What a glorious day. And let's go searching again. Now, another thing that's happening in Mythic's Guild at the moment is everybody that certain members play, and I'm one of those certain members, rack up the scores and input it into the server, into the Mythic's Guild Discord, and after the sort of 2 weeks are up, so we've got about a week left, then whoever's had the most games, as well as random draws, will happen for packs and prizes, packs and cards and things like that, just by playing. So this is just propping up the tables at the moment, making it so there's always opponents and you get play to earn, but that's through Mythic's Guild and not strictly through Dark Country at the moment. But there is land pack openings tomorrow, so that should have another renewed flurry of interest. And then once vampire cards are implemented and wax openings and everything else, so there's still a lot happening for Dark Country. It's just hopefully we'll see some sort of client update and some new cards coming very soon. So normally I'll complain about not finding a match and hit the pause button on the recording, at which point it will immediately give me a game after I've done that. I'm playing. There we go. See, if you just complain about it enough, you get matched up. So there's Piperbot. Fine, so none of these are what you want in your opening hand. They're obviously too high a cost. So let's see what else we can find. So not you. This is what you want. 2 of these is fine. So it's Cowboys versus Cowboys, right? Resolute Ranger. So Resolute Ranger off. So let's see how this deck fares. So nothing. You don't really want to be drawing these early. Still nothing. So not even a Liquidator. No Owl Bears. If he gets an Owl Bear here, we're in trouble, because if I drop this, it just gets killed. That's okay. A Brave's okay. I'll risk my Bartender against his Brave. And you see at the end of the turn, generates a drink. So Bourbon gives me +1 attack. Yeah, so him playing the Brave there suggested he had the axe gun in order to kill any owlbears, right? So this is now a problem because I've no direct damage. So I kind of need to find a fanatic, or maybe I drop this, force him into it, but not for 5. So I can't really do much here. I guess I play you and you. I guess I just play you. But basically, he'll take out this. Actually, it doesn't really matter what way round. Actually, yeah, he'll take out this, he'll take out this. And I'm still in a spot of bother. So maybe he ignores this. But that's probably a mistake. In the grand scheme of things. So if we play you and you. So now he has to hit this, but he could hit this here. And then he can't get through again. So this isn't a very good card. 4 for a 4/2 random drink. I mean, you really, mate. So that's fine, but he still has to go through both of these. I don't think there's much I can do about it. I mean, but that just kept me alive for a turn. So if I did have the Gatling cannon down, like his board would be wrecked at this point. See, that's a problem. But I can take that out at least. So here I drop another one of these. I take that out. And there's the beer. So that's going to let me put something back to my hand. But it's not really going to help. So unless he gets... in fact, it's not much. He's got to go through all 3 of these again. And then I need to do something. But I don't know what that something is. I'm in a lot of trouble here. So obviously he takes out one of them. If he can get his 3rd axe gun on this to survive the hit. Otherwise this is going to take out one of these. That's fine, I suppose. Like, he's better off just taking out this. There's no harm in doing so. Because I would just take out one of them myself next time. So now we do it again. This is the only thing that's keeping me alive at this point, but it's not very good. So this cracks this, I guess. Actually, no, this would crack this, because you can keep both of those other ones alive. So not having access to any board wipes, you get behind like this, you just don't get a chance to come back, is the problem. So I got a lot of crap in my hand, to be honest. So he did that wrong. He could have kept the Dark Priest alive a lot more. I mean, this again should take out this because I'm just going to kill it next time. Yup. And I mean, that's game over anyway, right? 3, 6, 10. It's only going to take him 2 turns to kill me, and I can't stop him. I mean, that was all 3 of my Easy Riders gone. Didn't get any value out of Gatling gun, so we'll just get another game. We'll get another game in. Ooh, I mean, I suppose I have to do that, right? It just slows it down enough to keep me alive. And I got up to 10, so I can do 7. So you must have another Banshee yet. So it doesn't help at all. Drop you. Can't get both of these off. There's not much I can do. Oh, some spicy cultists. That's weird. So I guess we draw. Doesn't really help. And we play this guy. So you got the Burning Colts, which isn't going to help. I mean, you should probably just ignore him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I mean, I can't stop him, and even then, fine. I mean, yeah, he should just really have ignored that. I don't suppose it hurts too much. In fact, he should have definitely played that first. Yeah, I'll just concede here. Fine. So we'll go again. We'll get a rematch. We'll see if we can do slightly better this time. I had a really bad start. So Piper bot. Let me write that down. P-E-I-P-E-R bot. 1 game. And this is probably a rematch, unless it doesn't work. Oh, Dark Country. So all of these, I guess we get rid of this and this. I mean, actually, having that's great, but it's just a really slow start if we don't try and mulligan them away. I can't I mean, this is a one-off. This is a one-off. And I don't know if he's on sort of oboe-based deck, so I guess I have to keep the Fanatics. So this isn't great. Like, I've not got any early plays again. And there are some early plays in here. I've got barrels. I've got... what have I got in here? There are 2 drops. Nothing. So this is cool. This is cool. I guess I can't play both of these, so I'll have to play you, mute you, kill you. But he's on cultists, so this could be a problem again. But this is going to go a long way to helping. So, I mean, I could play this for free. Doesn't really help. You know what? I'm going to play this. This is going to kill this, but that's okay. But next time I get the cannon off. So clear the board slightly. But it is a risk, right? Playing this is a risk. Because, actually, maybe I should have played that with the axe gun. Nah, it wouldn't have helped either. None of that would have helped. I just have to sacrifice this to get the Guardian off the Slaver. And I don't actually want him to play anything. Like, that's a problem. So I can't even really risk the cannon here. Because if I don't take out this, then I lose the game pretty much. So he gets over for whatever. See what he drops for 6. But then I can start playing these. So we drop you. So he has to swing with this or this to take this out. You see, mute's just too strong against... That does nothing when it gets muted. I can assure you the deck's better than this performance is suggesting. I mean, this is just too much of a risk now. Fine, drop you and you. I mean, if this gets muted, that's absolutely game over. But he's got so many choices for what to hit me with. So he shoots that. I mean, everything he pops down he can keep alive pretty much. He can keep that alive. Yeah, I mean, this is just issues after issues. I guess I can play... Can't really play anything, right? So I guess you take out you. You're a barrel again. I just have to stay alive. If I can swing things back to my favour, I won't be so bad. I guess you take out this. He's keeping this alive. And I might just have to risk it, I suppose. Nothing. Can I do anything? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not really, so we just drop you. Hey! You know what? Give me that back. And let's see what he does. I didn't think about Granny picking that back up when I got to 9. But I should have, because that is one of the core abilities, I would say. So what I really need is a wolf. You take out that. That's fine. Yeah, I really need a wolf. And even that might not be enough. So then I guess we drop you. Yeah, that's something. Drop you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he can't quite kill me unless he's got something with Frenzy. But there's a lot of Frenzy cards in there. Yeah, that's fine. So another loss. We almost clawed that one back, but didn't need to. That cowboy, like he's no good. I should probably take him out. But let's just take him out, right? So if we take out this cowboy, what would we instead put in? What don't we have? I probably don't want 3 butchers either. So that frees up 2 slots, and those 2 slots will be... Is there anything in here that's worth playing? And it looks like I need something at the lower end, right? Because I'm just not getting strong starts. I don't have any liquidators. Ah, maybe that's where things were going wrong. No liquidators. So I might -1 sheriff's gun as well and put you in. Right, done. So let's try this instead. I wonder why my early game was so bad. Who we got? So rematch here. Probably thinks it's going to be a total pushover, but he'd be wrong. I mean, all of these are okay, actually. I think I can go toe-to-toe a little easier, so I'm just going to keep all of that. I could have sacked this off and hoped for something else, but it's what it is. Particularly as I'm going second, right? Because now I've got the liquidators. You just can't really get away without liquidators, or at least something in the 2-drop slot. So that's okay. Fine. I'll party. So he could get an owlbear here. Which if he did is a problem. Yeah. Okay. I think I just sacrifice this. Because we've seen that his deck's faster than mine, right? And if he doesn't take me out, if he ignores it, fine. So now I don't really have another play. What I really wanted was a fanatic, but I guess you'll do. Oh, I can't play you this turn. But nothing. Alright, I'm fucked. Fire Spirit there would have been good. Ugh, hits so hard. Ah, it's all over. I mean, I can kill you, which I'll have to do. There's no real point in increasing your attack. So he just shoots it. Yeah, I mean, this isn't going to go well. Oh, I can't even drop you. Okay, fine, we survive this turn, and then we turn everything into cats, I suppose. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. You got something else for me? That's okay. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can't even play the owlbear here. Because it would actually cost me 1 when I played it. Right, so I mean, this slows him down. And I'm not going to... I mean, I should probably ignore them, right? I drop the Easy Rider and the owlbear next time. Ah, it's a pain in the ass. You can't get up to enough damage. So I suppose we play you for 1. Drop you. Suppose we up the stakes on you. Oops. Hadn't even... I mean, I might have wanted... Nah, he's got to kill him. His cats on this, right? And you should probably hit it with this, and then 1, 2, 1, 2. Then you can start chipping away at these. So I think Wolf and Sinful Shepherd are fixed as a combo. Previously didn't work. So 1 cat, 2 cats. Unless he's just... yeah, there's no point in freeing up space, right? He has to kill these. That was moderately interesting, I guess. So I guess we play you and you. And have to punch cats, I guess. So I'm not super far behind, but I'm also not very close to winning. I mean, that's just sucks. This needs to be unmutable. I mean, I can kill this next time. See what he drops for set. Ah. This all sucks. So we do you, kill you, play you. Should have done that the other way around, right? Kill you. I can't play you even if I... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we lose this again. Well, what shitty deck tech. I had loads of good games with this deck last week. It was loads of fun. But now it's just not working. Play you, drop you, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Can't do anything. Concede. Ugh. Come on, I just want one good game. What else hasn't been working in this? Everything's fine. It is more on the casual end of decks, but it should still be reasonable. Right. One more. Hopefully not up against drop again. Don't do it to me. Oh. Tension mounts. Eclipse. Oh well. Let's see how this works. Okay, so we sack off the wolf in this instance. Keep the others. And there we go. This is your dream start, really. Oh, just gets better and better. How come the one good game I get, I don't get a chance to beat my old foes? I guess you're going to get that off, so... I mean, if I drop you, you just Guardian. Yeah, I think that's fine, though. Like, if he plays the axe gun here... Oh, he's got the double. Interesting. I will... I do need to kill one of these. So I guess I'll just do that. And then I will... I think I'll draw. That might not have been the best move. I might have wanted to get the liquidator down. So that's okay, because now we cannon. I mean, if I hit this and this, it's problematic, but let's do it anyway. Yeah, so that is problematic. Because I've no... If he kills that, well, brainwashes it. Couldn't have done anything about that anyway, so that's fine. I really need to mute this. So I will. It's the... Mute you. Liquidator barrel. So he does have a choice of what he wants to hit. Fine, fine. Oh, I took it out. Spicy. And he picked it up. Also spicy. So that's 3 things he's played there, is it? I will mute you, drop you. So you might exchange here, which is fine. Losing my cannon very early on sucks. Okay, that doesn't hurt him. So we play you. That's it, I suppose. Oh, come on. Well, this deck's shit then. I just can't win. Yeah, I'm too far behind him without a cannon. Like, I can't get any damage down. Like, if I had a fire demon. I mean, I couldn't play both of them in a turn anyway. Fine, I guess we drop you and see what happens. If he doesn't get... One day people will have to play with cards they own. And then it won't be so bad. All of these cards are pretty expensive, is the way to look at it. I mean, I might not even publish this video at this point. This deck's so bad. Honestly, loads of fun last week. Hardly lost a game. I went about 15-1, I think, last week. What is going on? Let's see if we can't get at least one win. Or at the very least just get a cannon combo off so you know what it does. Fine, you might as well get dropped. So as first player, even if I draw and I will bear next, I only need 5 cards. So that's a thing. I can't do anything with 2. But he can play his axe gun if he wanted. But if he does, that's not a massive deal. Let's see what he does. That's cool, dog. That's cool. I guess we play you. But again, the concern being axe gun. Either one of these with an axe gun takes this out. But he doesn't seem to have it. He does have it. What were you thinking about? He could play a hateful mob if he wanted. So that gets muted, that gets killed. Then we're into 5 and I've not got anything, so probably offering. But it just gives him a chance to build up his board and then they get away. So maybe I mute you, kill you. Muted, killed. Then we get these down, but no doubt he'll have his own fanatics for muting. Now I've got 3 fanatics. Oh, come on now. I mean, that's game over, right? People are just going to make me play my good deck so they know what it's like to lose. But 5 games, no wins, so don't play this deck, that's what I'm telling you. Then both having Guardians, just a problem. I mean, I suppose I needed this down before all of that kicked off. I guess we drop you. See what he does. I just need to stay alive. But that is easier said than done. Going up to 8, which isn't enough. I mean, you can keep all of these alive if you wanted. Smash, smash, get over for 1. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a Banshee or something here. Like a Banshee to take this out. I mean, that's not a huge threat, I guess. So you and you. If he does have a Fanatic here, he should mute this, kill this. Dropping my attack doesn't do a huge amount, I don't think. Yes! Rather be lucky than good, right? Just going to go up to 6. Oh, baby, baby. I needed to hit that. Have to keep it alive. Fine, so this is obviously a problem. And if he mutes this, that's a problem. Oh, come on. Could he have any more answers? I guess he just goes for it now, right? Interesting. I mean, I want to pick this up, ideally. So I suppose we mute you. I guess we drop you as well. So I have to take out this. And then I suppose he can't kill this at least, so that's something. And if I just top deck Burning Coats, oh come on! I still need to top deck Burning Coats. So that's why he took the swing on my cannon, because he wanted to hit it. I'd far rather it took this out though. Like if it hit this instead of cannon, I mean I got lucky as well, right? But that would have been something. So I can't play Burning Coats anymore. But I can kill you, and I can protect myself a little bit. Oh my god. Like he's just sitting on all the answers. Well, at least he can't take care of this. So that's the end of you. Goodbye. Come on, don't screw me. Oh, I should have dropped this. Well, that would teach me for going too fast. You know what happens if I you and you, and then I can at least get one of these down. So I could swing this back. I very much could swing this back, right? I mean, what else has he got? You smash that. Ooh, maybe don't even need to. Wait, so let's do this right. You come down. You get that. Smash you. Over for 10, over for 6. Hold up! Hold up! Has he turned it around? After... ah, no, I need a mute. I mean... Actually, that gives me the win, right? Because I can hit you, I can hit you, and I can hit you. Yeah, playing that lost him the game that turn. Hey! Finally got a win. But none of those decks were easy to beat. And obviously the deck went off in a way that wasn't cannons, so you didn't even really get to see it. But the bartenders, if he, excuse me, if you can just keep this bartender alive and get a couple of beers, and then being able to multi-play cannon, like you can do a lot of damage with cannons. You just need to stay alive long enough. Liquidators, I don't know why they weren't in there. I thought they were. But here's the real deck. So 3 barrows, 3 liquidators, 3 axe guns, 3 bartenders, 3 fanatics, 3 wolves, 2 grannies, because they're a little bit more pricey to get the same kind of effect off. 3 offerings, I mean they were critical. Banshees you have to, but without obviously they were stuck in my hand because I had nothing to really trigger them off. Cannons how the deck works, but not in any of the ways that you saw. These were okay-ish. These kind of kept me alive, but I didn't draw into what I needed. Sinful Shepherd's just like your only real option for a neutral board wipe. I mean, it might be possible to throw in a Treant, just to try and stay alive a little longer as well. I mean, maybe you switch out a gun for a tree ant. Could be worthwhile. Although you kind of need that for taking out owl bears at times. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily switch that immediately. And like I said, last week I went 15-1 or something with the other version of the deck without the liquidators, which were doing worse. Just because I managed to get bartenders without owl bears smashing the meta. You get a couple of turns at bartender down, because if you get a bartender down, they get an owl bear down, you get your axe gun to take it out, and then they have to back up kind of what they need to do with it. So it's all just this early game. This liquidator owlbear early game closes down a lot of the decks, because if you could just mulligan for bartenders instead of mulliganing for owlbears and liquidators, it'd be a lot more interesting. But that's the deck. Didn't perform particularly well today, but like I say, last week was lots of fun, and I'll go over some of these other decks as well. Actually, was it? Oh, maybe this was the deck I had more fun with, because those are the liquidators, and it's still got grannies. Why is the granny in here over wolf? Maybe to protect things. Well, I'll maybe go over this deck another time, but definitely, it was definitely one of them. I played this for ages, and I played this last week. Yes, this deck did much better. I'll tell you what if we have a game with this and it performs better, then we will do a whole video on that. We'll do another video on that instead of this nonsense. Let's see if we can just get one more game. Oh dear, how am I supposed to... IFEI.1. Fine, so we sack off all of these because none of these are your opening cards. And none of these are your opening cards. We do have the cannon. I mean, the kind of people that are rocking their wallet address as their username. Oh well, I take it back already. I will exchange your liquidator for an owlbear. I mean, oh yeah, because now he survives. Oh, he's not even gone for it. Well, that's spicy. You had to take that kill while you could. Or maybe I should have hit him twice or something. Who knows? So this is cool. This is cool. I'll let that go another turn. We've got choices with this deck, right? See what he does. Oh, is it cultists? Because that's no fun. Doesn't seem to be pure cultists at any rate. Fine, let's just none you up, and then let's make sure there's no cultists on the board. So we've got control here, even if he does want to play a whole bunch of hateful mobs. He's not gone for it, so I think you put you back. I think you take you out, and we load up on cards. So now I can return this I can return a lot of these. I mean, yeah, this is all pretty good, I guess. I suppose I put you back because that seems funny. Because he's also going to draw into nothing. So his deck seems pretty decent, but he didn't really sequence it necessarily the best way. I mean, that's great and all, but please hold. Oof. I wonder. So I could pick you back up again, bounce you. Actually, I think I maybe just drop you, and then so you only need 3, so that takes care of you. Then you. Now let's save as much health as we can. You take out you. You take out you. You take out you. You take out you. So sequencing there was important. I've got 2 left. I could return either one of these to hand. But let's not bother. There's no point dropping any of these. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I don't need to play one of these, so I'll play it there. Although that's now kind of high value. So yes, this deck seems better, right? Ignore that whole last video. Tune in for the next one now that you know how awesome it's going to be. So I can really just take out anything I want here. Like there's so many options. Can I get 6, 12? Yeah, I can just get lethal here. Then my little 1/1. Right, we'll come back to this. We're checking out. If you want to play that old version of the deck, go for it. If you want to play this new one, we'll play the new one. But until next time, this is NFT Decree signing off.